German tourist has died after being bitten by a snake while on vacation in Egypt. Authorities have said the 57-year-old man, who has not been identified, had attended a snake charmer show while on vacation with his family when he was bitten by the animal earlier this month, according to German police, who didn't release the exact date of the incident. Algeria goalkeeper Luka Zidane is doubtful for the World Cup after suffering a jaw and chin fracture while playing for his club Granada in Spain's second-tier football league. The son of former France great Zinedine Zidane was taken off with a concussion after colliding with an opponent during his team's 4-2 home defeat by Almeria on Sunday.
In the historic heart of Bint Jbeil, a 400-year-old great mosque once stood as a testament to the city's enduring cultural memory. Today, it lies in ruins alongside more than 500 buildings systematically destroyed by Israeli forces in an escalating military campaign in southern Lebanon. Through the meticulous analysis of satellite imagery and open-source intelligence, a visual investigation by Al Jazeera.net's fact-checking team has revealed a deliberate Israeli policy to render southern Lebanon permanently uninhabitable.
Amnesty International has called for a United States airstrike on a migrant detention centre in Yemen to be investigated as a possible war crime. In a report released on Tuesday, the rights group said the strike on April 28, 2025, hit a detention facility in Sada in northwestern Yemen, killing at least 68 detainees and injuring 47.
AI meeting note-taker apps have realized that transcribing meetings and providing summaries alone is not enough to justify their business models and valuations. They now want to act as a full workspace where users bring in data from different sources, search across all of it, and make decisions about their business. Following note-takers like Read AI, Fireflies.ai, and Fathom, Otter is now launching enterprise search by acting as a Model Context Protocol (MCP) client. That means it can connect to and pull data from outside apps and services using a common standard that AI tools are rapidly adopting. Otter has been around for nearly a decade now, but it has been making moves toward becoming an enterprise productivity tool in the last few months. Last October, the company launched a way for organizations to build custom MCPs to access Otter data outside the app. The company's latest move is more about bringing outside data into the app.
Spotify has introduced a new fitness hub as it looks to expand its role in users' workout routines. The new feature adds guided workout experiences alongside the platform's existing music playlists. The fitness hub is available to both free and premium users. It can be accessed on phones, computers and TVs. Users can find the feature through the new fitness hub section, the Browse All tab, or by searching for the term fitness. Karachi's green cover has dropped to less than 2% as authorities continue a phased drive to remove Conocarpus trees and replace them with native species. While the policy was introduced to phase out a tree widely blamed for damaging urban infrastructure, concerns have emerged that the campaign has also led to the cutting of other valuable trees, including species classified by the International Union for Conservation of Nature as being at risk of extinction.
And Islamabad United's overseas players and coaches have enthusiastically embraced Pakistani cuisine, with many expressing high praise for local dishes during the ongoing 2026 Pakistan Super League PSL 11. In a light-hearted promotional video shared by the franchise, head coach Luke Ronchi, assistant coach Jacob Oram, batters Devon Conway, Andries Gauss and Mark Chapman, all-rounder Chris Green and bowler Richard Gleeson were seen trying a range of local dishes.
Valve has announced the launch details for the Steam controller after first introducing the device in November without a price or release date. The company said the controller will go on sale on May 4 through the Steam store for $99. The Steam controller comes with magnetic thumbsticks and a full set of buttons and controls designed to support a user's complete Steam game library. It stands out for its trackpads, which are similar to those found on the Steam Deck. Valve has also included 4 haptic motors, which the company says are meant to deliver high-definition rumble feedback during gameplay. Pakistan is facing a worsening gas crisis as RLNG supplies decline sharply. Sources informed pro-Pakistani gas supply has dropped to around 700 million cubic feet per day, down from about 1,200 mmcfd before the Middle East conflict, showing a sharp contraction in availability.
And 5 people were sentenced to life in Bahrain on Tuesday for plotting terrorist and hostile acts with Iran, which bombarded the tiny Gulf state during the Middle East war. 2 Afghans and 3 Bahrainis were convicted, and a 4th Bahraini was acquitted by the High Criminal Court, the public prosecution said.
Iran warned last week that submarine cables in the Strait of Hormuz were a vulnerable point for the region's digital economy, raising concerns about potential attacks on critical infrastructure. The narrow waterway, already a choke point for global oil shipments, is equally vital for the digital world. French organisers of the 2030 Winter Olympics are looking at alternative locations for ice hockey outside of Nice, including Paris and Lyon, because of a political deadlock involving the coastal city's new mayor. Like the Milan Cortina Olympics, the French Alps project has split snow sports in storied mountain resorts and skating in a snow-free city, the Mediterranean resort of Nice. The government may increase taxes on petrol again as it looks to secure higher revenues and meet IMF conditions, Finance Ministry sources told pro-Pakistani. Petroleum levy collections are already expected to exceed the annual target of $1,468 billion, but discussions are underway to push the levy even higher in the coming months. The Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly Secretariat has raised objections to the proposed regulation of snuff, Naswa Bill 2026, slowing down its initial review process. The private member's bill was introduced by PMLN lawmaker Amna Sardar and seeks to regulate the production, sale and distribution of Naswa across the province.
The Pakistan Telecommunication Authority, PTA, conducted an independent quality of service survey in the 4th quarter of 2025 across several cities in Azad, Jammu and Kashmir, AJK. The survey evaluated the performance of cellular mobile operators, CMOs, in key areas including mobile broadband, voice, SMS and 4G network coverage. A total of 616 voice calls and SMS tests were carried out, along with 9,432 samples collected for broadband performance to assess overall service quality.
Xiaomi has officially launched the Redmi Pad 2 9.7 after the device first surfaced in reports in March. Despite being a budget tablet, it brings options to connect to Wi-Fi or 4G, which should make for easier travelling. The Redmi Pad 2 9.7 features a 9.7-inch LCD with a resolution of 2048 by 1280 pixels. The screen supports a 120Hz refresh rate for smoother visuals and a 240Hz touch sampling rate for faster response times. It also reaches up to 600 nits of peak brightness.
And the Pakistan Airports Authority, PAA, on Tuesday opened financial bids for the upgradation and expansion of Farooq Ahmed Khan Lagari International Airport in Dera Ghazi Khan. The bids were opened at 3 p.m. at the P&D conference room at PAA headquarters in Karachi in the presence of bidders' representatives. Bids opening ceremony was also broadcast live on the authority's official social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube, to ensure transparency.
Security forces destroyed multiple Afghan Taliban posts in Balochistan's Chaman sector on Tuesday, said security sources. The sources said that the operation was carried out in response to unprovoked aggression by Afghan Taliban forces and terrorists on the border under the ongoing Operation Ghazab Lil Haq.
Mahira Khan joined rapper Talha Anjum and actor Sabina Farouk in expressing deep concern for the 11 Pakistani crew members of a ship that was hijacked by pirates off the coast of Somalia on April 21. In a story on Instagram, she reacted to a video about the incident, asking why it wasn't being reported on and what was being done to rescue them.
The trial against a man accused of pledging allegiance to the Islamic State group and plotting to attack one of superstar singer Taylor Swift's concerts in Vienna nearly 2 years ago has begun in Austria. The plot was thwarted, but Austrian authorities still cancelled Swift's 3 performances in August 2024. The singer's fans, known as Swifties, who had flown to Austria from across the globe to attend a performance of her record-setting Eras tour, were devastated, but rallied to turn Vienna into a citywide trading post for friendship bracelets and sing-alongs. A gunman opened fire at a social security office and at a courthouse in central Athens on Tuesday, wounding several people, Greek authorities said. A police operation was underway to locate the gunman, who Greek media reported was an 89-year-old man. Police said a suspect armed with a shotgun initially opened fire at a social security office in the center of the Greek capital, wounding an employee. Police officers who arrived at the scene treated the man, but the gunman fled the scene.
And Tehran, Iran. Much has changed for Iranian authorities and more than 90 million people in the country since the United States and Israel launched the first strikes on Tehran 2 months ago. Yet some elements of how Iran works and who controls key decisions have only become more entrenched. And New York City will hold a series of free events for football fans who hope to experience the excitement of the World Cup but cannot afford the hefty ticket prices to the matches. Mayor Zoran Mamdani said in an announcement. Mamdani, a noted football devotee, announced the free events alongside New York Governor Kathy Hochul on Monday.
Luka Modric has undergone a successful surgery after fracturing his left cheekbone and is expected to be fit for the upcoming FIFA World Cup. The Croatian Football Federation said the AC Milan midfielder sustained the injury following a clash of heads with Juventus midfielder Manuel Locatelli during Sunday's 0-0 Serie A draw at the San Siro and underwent surgery on Monday, weeks before the 40-year-old is due to participate in his 5th World Cup. An important Islamic seminary in Indian-administered Kashmir has been declared unlawful under anti-terror laws, prompting backlash from prominent religious and political leaders in the territory. Kashmir Divisional Commissioner Anshul Garg issued the order based on a police dossier that alleged sustained and covert links between the seminary and the banned political party Jamaat-e-Islami, JI, local media reported. 2 Republican members of Congress are calling on the Trump administration to empower the National Guard to address potential drone-related threats and ensure a unified federal security posture at the upcoming World Cup Games. The letter by US Representatives Michael McCaul and Elijah Crane, who both sit on the House of Representatives Committee on Homeland Security, was sent to US Homeland Security Secretary Markwayne Mullin, Acting US Attorney General Todd Blanche and Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth on Friday.
Vivo has officially introduced the Vivo Y600 Pro in China, bringing one of the largest batteries seen in a mainstream smartphone. The new model succeeds the Y500 Pro and significantly increases battery capacity while maintaining a relatively slim design. This puts the phone on par with the likes of other battery champions, such as the Honor Win, Realme Narzo Power, and a few others.
And a group of Republican lawmakers from US President Donald Trump's party has introduced a bill seeking a 3-year suspension of the H-1B visa program. The proposed law, titled the End H-1B Visa Abuse Act of 2026, was introduced by Congressman Eli Crane and backed by 7 other Republicans. And The Pakistan Airports Authority, PAA, has partially closed the main runway at Skardu Airport due to ongoing maintenance work affecting flight operations for several hours each day in a notice to airmen, NOTAM. The authority said runway 14L 32R will remain unavailable daily from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.